let's all start with Twitter. Ron, are you on? Can you skip the A to the A list? Go to the A list, everybody.
Yep.
Hang on.
I'm hanging by a thread.
Really? Read down the tweets.
Here, new voicemail, right?
I'm trying to hook you up.
The duty head is dead. Yay.
Good.
Hannah, I don't know. Are you signed in on Skype on your iPhone? Can I call you? I'll just call you. Like I just did. All right, I'll see if I can do that. Hang on. But listen for the bell. So read down the tweets. Ross, what tweet are you reading right this second? Tell me. Ross?
Right now I'm smiling and seeing the innate perfection in Barb. It's one of your tweets.
Okay, great. Now what do you get out of that?
That seeing the perfection in Barb is curative for you.
Okay. Anything else?
That it makes you happy.
Okay.
That you feel joy.
Okay, good, good.
That you feel connected to Barb and to God.
Good, okay. Nice, very nice. Nell, what tweet are you reading? Read it out loud to us.
Oh, for reading at present, I'm reading Ross's work with Craig about responsibility, duty, and need to be loved, Craig in that one. This was this week going down the road.
Now, what do you get out of reading that?
Work with Craig about responsibility, duty, and need to be loved. Craig in that one. Well, it's quite, it fits for the Jack as far as I can see. He's very responsible, he's very truthful. That's all.
Okay, I'm home.
Hey, Barb.
Hey,
What did you say, you're home?
I'm over at this house, so the woman had to stay an extra day, and I had all my stuff over at the office already. So I'm still here. She had a...
Oh, good.
Mother got...
All right, so you don't have your computer, so we'll just talk on the phone, right?
Okay, I mean, I have an iPhone, but yeah. Okay.
That's good. Oh, you have an iPhone. Oh, great. Franny has an iPhone.
iPod.
Franny insisted on getting an iPhone.
I wish I had an iPhone. I have an iPod. The iPhones are great. Even though they're killing people in other countries to make them.
Now what we're doing is we're reading down tweets. So look at the tweets and read down the tweets.
Tweets.
Go to Twitter, go to the A list, read down the tweets.
Okay.
I don't know whether I have the A list here. What is the A list?
Ross, would you show Nell how to get to the A list?
Yeah, okay. Are you on Twitter now? Yes.
I can't.
Yeah, don't tweet, yes.
Not answering on
Okay, if you look at the left of your page,
You're not answering.
okay, it says tweets, right, in black. Then and below you read following, and that's in black too.
Oh,
Are you with me?
Oh, good to follow, yes, I got that one, yes.
Okay, then you have followers,
Do that.
following, excuse me, in blue, following,
Yes.
yeah,
So it's follow, yes.
okay, then followers, and below that favorites, and below favorite, list,
There's Anna.
okay? If you look at the right of list, you see an arrow, click on the arrow, the black arrow. Put your mouse on that and click.
Now, wait a minute, I've lost you. Okay, I've got underneath who to follow, you've got 3 levels, yeah?
Yeah, okay,
And none of those I know.
are you on list? You have 3 things written in blue, and below there's 1 thing written, no, in blue again, okay. The last thing written is list, okay?
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. I think we're talking about something else.
Let's start again.
This is headed underneath, it says friends.
No,
Is that wrong?
I don't have that.
No, I say who to follow, refresh and view all, okay? And it gets 3 levels.
No, I don't have that on my page. I have tweets. Do you have that? Tweets?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nell is not on her Facebook wall or on the Cure Drive Facebook wall. She's somewhere else. That's why.
No, she should be on her Twitter page.
I don't know if she ever subscribed to the A list, so maybe she should go to the Cure Drive and find the A list.
On Facebook.
She thinks, oh, she's on Facebook. She's.
I'm on Facebook.
No. Go to Twitter.
What?
Go to Twitter.
Twitter?
Yes. Go to the Twitter page.
I have the page I have, it says, the top says tweets, not Twitter, but still.
Yeah, tweets. Okay, are you there?
Yeah, I've got the page, yes.
Okay. Read what you get below tweets.
I get you, and because it says good, underneath you again, you're welcome, and again, and so I have a new connection, and those 3.
No, tell me what you read. Okay, you have tweets, yes?
I have you and Gay. And then underneath Anna, and then Roselle.
You know what? Wait a minute. Maybe, okay, we should probably not be doing this in the meeting. We're wasting the meeting time. Nell should call you privately, Ross, and the two of you can go into like how to find things, because she doesn't know how to find what she needs to find. So you could do that some other time. So Nell, you just listen, and you said you were reading the tweets before, so when you were reading tweets, I noticed. So that was good, you know.
Okay.
And so you can continue to read the tweets that way.
I listen as I usually do. Okay.
So is everybody reading the tweets now, or did we all get distracted here?
No, down the list, where am I? I got distracted for a minute, but I'm like days ago.
Great, okay. Now, do you notice that some of these tweets, I quoted the person's tweet and then wrote something? Because my smartphone does that. Anna, have you ever noticed that in your smartphone, that you can quote a tweet? Anna? Anna, can you hear me? Anna.
Yeah, so I haven't used that feature.
Use it now.
How do you do it? By highlighting it? Or?
No. Go on your smartphone.
Okay, I got it.
and get a tweet and click on the tweet.
Okay.
And then click on retweet, the little retweet symbol at the bottom.
Okay.
And it gives you, a box comes up, gives you the option to quote it or retweet it. You see that?
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I see it now.
So click quote.
Oh, uh-huh.
And then the quote comes up, and if you notice, the way I do it is I move the cursor so it's before your name. See, I quoted your tweets several times.
Mm-hmm.
I erase some of your tweet and keep the other part. So I'd like you to pick a tweet, you know, and use the, you know, and quote it, and say something in front of it. Any, like,
Okay.
see, I don't think...
By the way, this works on the iPod and, you know, anywhere. It's like...
That's right. It works on the iPod, but it does not work on the computer.
Oh, right.
The computer has no option to quote.
Yeah.
So if you're doing this on a computer, you can't quote people's tweets.
Oh, but you can do it on iPod. I was just looking at it. So Barb could do it.
Yeah.
Because I have my iPod and my phone up at the same time.
Yeah, Barb, you can do it.
Yeah, I'm doing it on my iPod while I'm talking to my phone.
Barb, if I can call you on Skype at any point, let me know, okay?
Well, actually, you can call me on Skype right now if you want.
I can?
Yeah.
All right, let's hang up on this, and I'm going to try you on Skype.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. If I can call Barb on Skype. Meanwhile, everybody pick a tweet who can and quote it. Otherwise, just retweet tweets. Read them and retweet them. Ron, how are you doing with your smartphone there? Did you find that function? Ron?
I went on mute for a second. I don't quite understand this, and I've been having trouble with my phone. So I'll talk about this. I'll talk about this with you later on.
Okay.
What I like is the one when you said you make somebody laugh. You do something for the planet. I like that one.
Yeah. Well, you can. You know, you can do a lot with these. Well, I guess Barb's thing isn't going to work. Ross, how are you doing? Are you retweeting these things?
I have retweeted everything.
You retweeted everything. All right, well, we're getting to the point where we can move on then.
Okay.
Oops.
I'm just going to call Barb back on her phone. I guess it's going to be the way it goes for now.
Hi. Wasn't it on?
Nope, sorry. It didn't. It was on, but you never answered. I guess you never heard it.
I mean, it rang. It's just in my hands here. Maybe because I was trying to send this.
I don't know. Whatever it is. Well, let's just stay on this. Forget about this. For now, we'll just forget about it. I don't want to, like, get stuck. You know, I don't want to waste a meeting of, you know, doing, like, technical shit with people.
What if I can call you?
I don't know. If you want to try it, you're welcome to. So, if you're, Ross, if you're done with the tweeting, go to my Facebook wall and go down my Facebook wall. Is there any, now you've shared almost everything on my Facebook wall too.
Yes.
Anna, I noticed something, that you don't seem to naturally go to my Facebook wall and find things and share them.
No, and I guess, well, I'll do that, but I find a shortcut too to do it.
A shortcut?
Is there a way to have like a link to that? I don't know. I can look for that.
To my Facebook wall?
Yeah, it just always, I have to go through mine and then go through my friends and then I get your name and
Right.
it just takes a little while.
Yeah, make me a favorite. That's how you do
Oh,
it.
a favorite. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what
Make me a favorite on Facebook, and I'll come right up to the top, because you do it on your smartphone, right?
Yeah, I usually do.
Yeah, so if you make me a favorite, you will have, I'll be right by the top. If you go to me a lot, I'll be way at the top there. So if you just click on your friends, I'll be right there. And our smartphones are really fast, yours and mine, so you shouldn't have any problem. Thing is, though, the things I post there, I want you to do more than share. I want you to click like and share them, and also use them.
Yes.
Learn from them. You know, that's why I'm posting these things. I'm trying to instruct you. I'm trying to use my Facebook wall to instruct you. So I want you to watch the movies that I put on my Facebook wall. Greg, do you do that?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Can't say I watch everything on your Facebook wall.
Franny,
I'm looking to make you a favor right now.
Oh, good. Okay, Franny, do you do that?
Off.
So.
It's not bringing you up here. What's the hell's going on here? There it goes.
Franny, are you there?
A couple things aren't sure.
Franny?
What's going on? Stuck.
Yeah, I was on mute. Yeah, what?
Do you use my Facebook wall to keep current about what I'm trying to get people to see?
I used to do it more than lately. I've just been reading Twitter, not really so much for Facebook.
Yeah, okay. Spend more time on this.
Okay.
And do it all. You know, go to my Facebook wall, go to Twitter, read every tweet, comment on people's tweets, quote their tweets, reply to people. And that's another thing. We are starting to get to the point where we really seem, I think, I see you inspiring each other. Ross, can you recall a time during the last week when somebody inspired you, like one of the other people in this meeting? When you read a tweet by somebody and you got inspired?
Well, I always got inspired when I watched the videos about the prayer meeting and also reading the tweet. Now I don't remember a specific occasion, but it almost happens every time.
Well, Anna, do you remember being inspired by one of somebody's tweets?
Well, just today when I saw what Greg wrote about being more open and, showing himself more, that inspired me.
Great, okay. So
I understood that. So
did you write back to him?
No, maybe I better, huh?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. When somebody inspires you, I think you should tell them.
Okay.
We should tell each other and thank each other and be, in touch all the time with each other. And I noticed that people do that with Nell, and maybe that's because Nell only writes occasionally, but, I notice people write back to Nell. And also, Nell, I think that you say some really inspiring things. It's good to see the things that you're doing for yourself. Nell, can you hear me? Yeah, you're nodding. Okay. I get it. It's fine. You don't have to go off mute. But I am enjoying watching you, do good things for yourself and take care of yourself. It makes me happy to see that. All these years that you've put into this have not been wasted. Now, okay, let's all go. Has everybody done on Facebook? Have you shared the things on Facebook that you saw there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, see, Ron, you know what I'm trying to help you with.
Specifically now.
We've talked about it, but I don't think you actually still. So you actually don't know what I'm trying to help you with.
You're saying and create change in myself, in my life.
Good. Okay, great. Do you see any things on my Facebook wall that I put there that might facilitate that?
Well, I mean, I've gone to the, what do you call it, the TED Talks and things like that, and they're inspirational.
Okay.
Yeah, they're helpful.
Okay. Anything else?
I mean, I find the meeting on Friday to be helpful.
Hello.
I find yeah, I mean, in general, I find the meeting on Friday to be helpful.
Okay. Good. That's great.
I mean, I'm glad to be part of this. You know, I do my part. You know, I think we all do our own part.
Sure.
And whatever we do facilitates, you know, improvement, and you know, within us and the group.
Right. I'm trying to get to the point where somebody in this group actually causes global consciousness. And I want us to test, is Greg at the point where he can cause this to tip into global consciousness?
I get a yes.
Who else? Test. Everybody test. Who gets yes, who gets no?
I get yes.
I got yes.
Okay, good.
I got it, yes.
Test, is Anna at the point where she could cause this to tip into global consciousness?
Got a yes.
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 How about Nell?
Yes.
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 You know, we're all people of substance. We're substantial, and we have a vote in this world. And if one of us takes the right action, this will tip. We're trying to find what it is we need to do and how to do it. And we're able to do that now. Now, I want to ask you, look at my Facebook wall, which you have been looking at, and the third thing down from the top, somebody put on my Facebook wall, Rhea Swift, Energy Medicine, wrote something. Do you guys see that?
Yes.
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 Okay. Now, Ron, what do you get when you read this? And look at this. What effect does this have on you?
Well, Rhea's been powerfully influenced by Munich. She teaches it, she practices it, and she teaches it around this area and wherever she goes. And she is, you know, willing to go to Africa to teach this. You know, to really spread cure by using and teaching immunics.
Now, Anna, are you reading that?
I am reading it. Uh-huh.
Have you completed reading it yet? Greg, have you read it yet?
Yes.
What do you get out of it when you read it?
Oh, I'll have to call up in front of me, but the to me, she's looking for a purpose in life. She wants to be important and make a difference. I mean, there's a lot I read about that. She is practicing a modality, and she's including this. She's presenting something to people, and she's asking for support. She's not going to get it. I just don't think people are going to support her because it's what am I looking for here to say? I just don't get it. She's
Okay.
It does not seem like she's not powerful.
That's good enough. Like, Ross, what about you? Like, what do you get when you look at that?
Well, I was puzzled to read that because did you hear Immunix has been invited to Africa. No, I didn't. I was reading that yesterday. It wasn't on the newspaper. So I think that Ria was in the CureTeam briefly, and she's doing Immunix and also other things, techniques, the things she teaches. So she's going to Africa, not, in my opinion, to bring Immunix, but she's including Immunix in the package.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's going to work, and I'm not so sure she will give the right information and the right idea of what Immunix is.
Okay.
Even if I think Ria is a great person and she's very honest.
Okay. And Anna, what do you get when you read it?
Well, I don't know her at all. It's hard for me to kind of say.
Just from the things she wrote, what do you get?
Just from what she wrote. Well, it sounds like she wants to do something good in the world, and she's going to try to bring Immunix there, and she's looking for support.
Okay, you know, I want to...
something she's putting together herself.
All right, I want to say something to everybody, and I just want to preface it, okay? I want you to know that if I ever say I'm disappointed, I want you to be aware that I actually do not get disappointed, okay? Disappointment is an immune dysfunction. So when I say I'm disappointed, I'm really only trying to make a point. But I want to say that I asked my entire team, and we have been going over and over and over the same things week after week, and it seems like everybody on this team forgets the basics every single time. And I'm disappointed, you know? But I'm not really disappointed, you know. I guess I'm just learning. It's par for the course. But there's really, to me, when I read what she wrote, there's only one thing that I get out of it, which is she broke rule number 1.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
What is Ross? What's rule number 1?
Don't talk about Immunix, but make people test, make people ask, can I cure things?
She broke rule number 1. She talked about Immunix. That's it. That's the only thing I get from that communication. And the reason I left it on my Facebook wall, and I'm going to continue to leave it on my Facebook wall, is so you can learn from it. And what I want you to learn is don't break rule number 1. If you look at the effect that what she wrote has on you, you can very easily see why this is a rule. Anna, do you understand?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. So let's remember it. Rule number 1, don't talk about Immunix. Rule number 2, don't talk about Immunix. Rule number 3, don't talk about Immunix. Okay? Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, now, pop quiz. Anna, what are the 2 things that somebody can do for the Cure Drive?
Teach them to cure things. Have them come to a Monday meeting.
No flunk, pass, no pass. All right, Ron, what are the 2 things somebody can do for the Cure Drive?
Don't talk about it.
Oh, God. Come on, Ron, you know this one. What are the 2 things somebody can do for Immunix?
Concentrate, run.
Just do it. Just do stuff to cure yourself all day long.
All right, listen. Okay, we are in this meeting. We are trying to get ourselves into a position so that we can actually cause cure to tip. We can do. The Cure Drive is about causing cure to tip into global consciousness, and doing something for the Cure Drive would mean furthering that. There's 2 things you can do for the Cure Drive. Anna, what are they?
curing things.
No,
yourself
no,
and
no,
telling
no,
other people.
Well, no, it's not one of the things because
that's not one of them.
that is,
Okay.
we take that is a given. Obviously, you got to cure things. Barb, what are the 2 things you can do for the cure drive?
Report your cures, spend money.
No. God. See, and every week we go through the same thing. Last week it was Greg. Greg,
Yeah.
I raked you over the coals last week about this, so you must remember what the 2 things are. What are they?
You find somebody who can actually support the cure drive, curing, and you practice curing.
Number 1, you talk to somebody who actually can make a difference. Number 1. 2 is practice.
Practice. Oh yeah.
And by practice, I mean go to the outline of introduction, which is at the top of my Facebook wall right now. Everybody go there right now, because this is what you're supposed to be practicing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This outline of introduction. And I'm going to change the title of it, by the way. I've decided. I have a new title. So is everybody there? Are you on the outline of introduction?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Greg and Ross play a role where you do the outline of introduction with somebody.
Which role do you want to be? Care, Ross? Okay, I'll.
I'm a newbie.
Hey, okay. And what's your name?
My name is Sylvia.
Ciao, Sylvia.
Ciao? I don't understand. I come from Pakistan.
Well, I'm glad you speak English so well, Sylvia.
Thank you. I studied very much.
For a long time. Just teasing. Hey, Sylvia, do you want to try something?
Yeah?
Okay. Say this out loud and really mean it. Can I cure things? And see if you get a signal in your finger.
Okay. Can I cure things? No. I don't get anything. What should I get?
Say it again. Now really take the time to connect so that you can really see if there's a signal or not.
What do you mean, connect?
Well, let's just try it. Say it again. Let's do it again.
Okay. Can I... Sorry, what was that?
Can I cure things?
Cure.
Okay. Can I cure things? My left hand is hotter than my right hand.
Good. That's a signal.
Oh.
Hey, can I put you on YouTube? I have my little camera here. I'm just gonna videotape us.
Yes,
I'm holding
okay.
the camera up, so you see, I've got it on you, and then I've got it on me also. It's a great little camera.
Okay.
So let's go on with this. Can I kill a virus?
Can I kill a virus? Can I kill a virus? Oh, my hand is hotter again.
Okay, so that's a yes.
Oh, wow. You know, I feel something in my stomach, like a good feeling. I don't know how to describe it. It feels good.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, I love it.
Let's go on with this here, because can I? Now I'm killing viruses in all my bodies.
Now I'm killing viruses in all my body.
Bodies, plural.
More than one?
Yeah.
How many bodies?
Well, let's just kill them, then we'll see.
Ah, okay. Now I'm killing viruses in all my bodies. Oh yes, hot again.
You got a yes.
Yes.
Okay, so let's just check on this. All my bodies are free of viruses.
All my bodies are free of viruses.
When you get a signal, that means yes.
Ooh, I'm getting hot all over. I'm feeling lighter.
Oh, great. Let's test. Did I cure something?
Did I cure something? Oh, my left hand is very hot.
So that's yes, yeah?
Yes, okay, that's the signal.
So that's the signal. Okay, so this is what you've got right now as a signal. Good.
But how do I get a no?
If you don't get a signal, that's for you to determine.
Ah,
But right now
okay.
you've got this is a yes.
Okay, okay,
So you tell me if you get a no.
okay. The hot is a no.
Well, I don't know. You'll tell me when you get it. When you get a no, you'll tell me.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Cut.
That's
This is a letter perfect. You're practicing doing it right. It's exciting. I'm whatever the opposite of disappointed is. I'm appointed.
Is it a function?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, let's put it in the functions.
This
Appointed.
is good. Yeah, this is really
I'm gonna have
good.
to look that one up.
Now, I want to ask you, like, Ross, how did you feel being the person who was testing and curing things?
I felt excited, curious, and open.
And Greg, how was it to be Ross?
Ross was very light and present, and so it's like nothing could take her out of that state. I mean, it was just she saw little avenues. Oh, you know, when Sylvia asked a question, oh, I'm not going to answer that. That's just not curing. Just keep curing.
That's right. Now, one thing that we need to practice doing with other people is the accelerator. And if you notice, in 3, I put a link to the accelerator. And I want everybody to click on the accelerator link on 3. And you may have to enter your password to see the accelerator unless you're already signed into our web college. And that's a single page that you can actually print out the accelerator page and walk around and practice just that. Remember, Anna, we were talking about wandering through the forest?
Right.
Well, you could bring the printout of this page of the accelerator into the forest with you and wander around.
Yeah.
And you could do accelerators on yourself. I used to do that. Like, I would go to Wissahickon Park in Philadelphia, and I would cure something, you know, as I was walking down the running path after running. So I'd cure something, I'd be on this really long walk. And after I cured it, I would spend like 20 minutes asking myself all these questions. That's where the accelerator came from. I started to realize that other people weren't getting the same things out of curing that I was. And it was because I actually spontaneously, like, nobody ever had to tell me to do this. I asked myself these questions. It mattered to me to know this stuff.
Yeah, right.
Like, is it happening for me? Sorry, good.
This is what you normally, organically would ask yourself.
Right. That's right. What new behaviors can I now construct? I want to change. Ron, see, that's the thing, Ron. You know, are you on that accelerator page right now?
Yeah, actually, I'm went on mute so I can print it.
Okay.
I'm going back on mute.
Good, okay, good idea. because see, you want to change this. The accelerator accelerates change. That's what it does. That's exactly what it does. And I changed fast because I used it. I did it. That's how I did it.
Great.
Okay. So now I want you to go back into the role play, and this time I want you to do part 2. So we're going to skip around in this. So Greg and Ross, go back into the role play and do part 2. Or start doing part 2 anyway, till I say
I
cut.
didn't even read this part. This is no. All right. All right. Hey, Sylvia.
Yeah?
Yeah. So I'm still on YouTube here, still filming it. People have cured cancer and heart disease with what you just did. So you
Really?
can too. Test
Are
if
you
that's
serious?
test if that's true.
Okay.
Test if you can.
Here's what he's telling me true. Yes. My hand is hot again.
Mm-hmm.
My God, that's great. Curing cancer, it's incredible.
So actually, when you cure something, you're actually in the cult. The cult of curing.
The cult? What cult?
The cult of curing. You're curing, just as we all are.
I'm curing.
All us cure
Okay.
people.
Yeah, okay.
Cut.
Something.
Cut. Okay, I want to go back into this because I want to know, like, when Ross told you, when you were the Pakistani person, Ross. Sylvia. When you were Sylvia, just now, and you heard the word cult, and Greg said cult. You didn't understand something. What happened there? I know. Ross, sit back, relax, take a breath.
It's difficult for me to sit back because I'm on a chair and it's quite hard. Anyway, I'll do my best. It hurts. But I got worried by the word cult.
Okay, good. So that's what we want to focus on. See? Okay, so what I want to do is I want to take over this role play. But when I want to ask before I do that, when you were Ross,
Yeah.
and you saw this, like you said that she was in the cult, and you were sort of, kidding around with her a little bit about it. You said you're in the cult of cure, And what was it like to be Ross in that moment?
Very full and warm, very supported by the people around me who are curing things. It was a good thing to belong to.
Okay.
It's like
Okay.
a country belonging to the United Nations, except better. It's like
Right.
you're belonging to, you made it into something that really is strong. So she felt really good. And a cult, it didn't matter what the word was.
Okay. All right, good. So I'm going to be Ross, and you're going to be Sylvia. Okay, Sylvia? Okay, Ross? Ross, you're going to be Sylvia again.
Okay.
And I'm going to be you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Sylvia. So, how are you feeling now?
I'm feeling good, but okay, I have to tell you, I'm a bit worried by this word call because I am Muslim. I mean, I have my religion.
Not anymore.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
You're now in the cult. You just joined a cult.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to change religion.
I'm sorry, it's too late. You did it.
What do you mean? You didn't tell me I was changing my religion.
I'm sorry. I had to show you first. So You are now in a cult of people, in which I'm in the cult too, and there's this little tiny number of people. We're all over the world, and we're different from everybody else. And we're not Muslims or Christians or any of those things.
But do you mean I can't be Muslim anymore?
Sorry, it's over. You can't be. I'm just kidding. Actually, no. You could go back to being the way you were if you want. You could just stop curing things and you'll be back the way you were.
I can't be Muslim and still cure things?
Do you want to be like you were before we started doing this?
No.
Okay, do you want to be, do you want to feel the way you felt when you started doing this?
Absolutely.
Okay, well then you're going to be in a cult, baby.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's just no other way to break it to you. So you got a big choice you got to make here.
Yes.
You know, about your life and your destiny and how you feel and how you're going to live your life. You got a huge choice to make.
Can you help me in testing that?
Nobody can help you and you can't test for it. It is a choice. You can't test choices. Choices,
this is very difficult.
Choices cannot be tested. You have to actually make. Choices are made.
Well, I feel deep inside that I want to do this. So this is what I choose.
Okay. Well, here, let's test something.
Okay.
Is this your jihad?
Whatever it is, my hand is hot.
Okay. So see, your jihad, your struggle is to be in the cult and to maintain yourself in this good feeling. And is this test this? Am I connected with Allah?
Am I connected with Allah? My hand is hot.
Okay. And, you know, another thing, one thing you can do, and I don't know if you're going to want to do this in the mosque, you know, but you might. You know, like when you pray, and you're on the rug, right, and you go down, and you touch and you put your hands flat on the floor, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, just notice if you get signals in your fingers when your hands are flat on the floor.
Oh, yes, I will do that.
And if that means your prayers are working.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, so
wonderful, I like this.
So you can pray, you know, like this is prayer. You see, what we've got here is a trans religion. It's all religions. We're Christians, Muslims, Jews, everything.
I understand that. I get it, yes.
You know the story of Muhammad, how Muhammad, you know, got on, you know, on Barak, you know, the horse.
Yes, of course.
And he flew up to heaven, and when he got there and he got off the horse, there were these steps. There was a stairway, right?
Yes.
And on the stairs there were all these previous masters waiting to meet him. Jesus was there, and Moses. Remember this? You remember from your studies of Islam? And so that is what you're doing. See, you're following this path of being a Jew, being a Christian, being a Muslim. You know, we're connecting to God in all ways.
Yes. There are different ways, but they all can take to the same point, is the connection to God.
Okay.
You know, it's strange what you say, because I've always felt that way, really.
Yes, yes, we all have. Cut. This is good. So, what was it like to be her?
She was, again, a bit scared at the idea of leaving her religion. And but at the same time, she was resonating with this new curing thing, and she really wanted to do it.
You know, actually, did you know that Muslims have sects, right, like other religions?
No, I don't know. I don't know much about the Muslim religion.
There are a lot of cults within religions. Like, for example, in the Catholic Church, there's the Jesuits and so on. There are all these sub-religions.
Yes.
They're cults.
Yeah.
They're all cults.
Yes.
Cults are small groups that are, you know, have certain specific, you know, aspirations and beliefs and so on.
Put yourself on mute, whoever that is.
And we, one of the cults in the Muslim religion is the Sufis.
Yes.
And there are branches of the Sufis all over the world, and there's one in California that they all surrendered to Meher Baba. So, so Meher Baba became their master.
Great.
And actually, this was something that was, I think this is actually in the Quran, that Muslims should seek out spiritual teachers. Usually they have a mullah.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a mullah who started another sect, and I love this guy. He lived about 700 years ago, and his name is Nasruddin. And if you Google Nasruddin, you will hear the funniest stories. This is something that everybody should do. You will have so much fun with this. So get into this. But okay, the point here is that when you
Bayer, excuse me, can you just spell the name of this guy?
Yes, it's N-A-S.
Yeah?
I'm not totally sure of this, but I think it's N-A-S-A-R-U-D-D-I-N.
Okay.
So look up Nasruddin, and you can tweet some things about it, and then we'll all get it.
Okay.
If you find Nasruddin later, after the meeting, you can tweet some things.
Okay. Yeah.
You will have so much fun with this guy. He has the funniest stories. But you see, I'm digressing, and I'm like starting to enjoy myself. A bad idea, wasting meeting time, enjoying myself. The point here is that with this woman, Sylvia, how did it feel to be Sylvia?
It felt she wanted to do this because it highly resonated with what she had thought before. Also being a Muslim, somehow she felt deep inside that all religion were just one way to get to God. Muslim, Christians, Hindus,
Yep.
And so it was something. It was like having something she thought confirmed.
So the brainwashing was working.
Yes.
So that's what you see when you're doing this with people. What you're practicing brainwashing people. Anna, how are you at brainwashing?
Getting better.
Okay, do you feel like you're a Chinese communist in a concentration camp brainwashing American flyers yet?
So maybe something to strive for internally, but not externally.
You can get there, you just see yourself as Harvard educated. You say, I was educated in your country at UCRA. Anyway,
yeah.
So this is what we're doing. To do these things, you really do have to be grounded. Okay? Like I'm grounded in Islam. I've been with Meher Baba since I'm 15 years old. And Meher Baba really was all religions. He was a Hindu, and he was a Muslim, and a Farsi, and a Christian and a Jewish and so on, and he lived that. And when I was in India, I sat and had dinner with Muslims and Hindus and Parsis and so on. So I and Barb was in Thailand. You ought to be pretty good at this too,
Uh-huh.
So let me go back to this role play, and this time, Greg, I want to bring you back to do this with Ross again. Okay, and you're in this part 1 here, where you're introducing her to the cult, and now I want you to do number 2. See that? Number 2 in number 1.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Go ahead.
Sylvia,
Yeah?
we in the cult want everyone to know they can cure things. We want to be common knowledge
Yes.
around the world.
I understand.
That's the
yes. Yeah, it's a great thing to give to the world.
Is that you? Test that.
Is
what
that
you do too?
me? My hand is getting hot. So it's a yes.
Great. What can you do to support that?
What can I do to support? Well, first of all, cure things to show other people how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then teach other people how to do it, like you taught to me.
Yes, your English is improving too. Great. Is there anything you can do right now?
You wanted to test that?
Yeah, test, that's good. That's a good habit, test things.
Okay. Is there anything I can do now? Well, what gets into my mind and my hand gets hot is I'm already doing something because I'm being on YouTube, and so other people can see me.
Great,
and can
yes.
get the message.
Cut. Well done. Well done. That's right. Ross has been filming this the entire time. That's right.
Yes.
So, and see, those of us who have smartphones, we can all film and put these things on YouTube. Like when you sit down with somebody and...
You could directly put it up there.
Yeah.
Just send it to your Facebook page. Send it to YouTube. You can load it on YouTube, yeah.
Hey, Barb, I wanted to ask you, what did you do all week?
What did I do all week? Let's see, I've been taking care of the house with some dogs and cats, and I've been writing and going to the gym and eating and sleeping and...
It was the weirdest thing because
I made an appointment with Karen to go on Saturday with the stickers. On Sunday.
Uh-huh. By the way, Sunday may be the worst day of the week to go out with bumper stickers.
That's true, actually. Well, there's a lot of people here now, so probably any day's all right.
Okay, good. One thing I noticed, after I left you guys to tweet, and everybody tweeted after last week's Friday meeting, and you never tweeted anything.
Last Friday?
Yeah.
I thought I did. I didn't know that. Well, I'm sorry. I know I'm using these two different devices, and maybe they're not. Sometimes they don't seem to work. Like just
Well,
now,
I mean, you would know if you tweeted it, but there were no tweets from you last Friday.
Weird.
I know it is.
Okay.
It is weird. And then I didn't see very many tweets from you through the week. and I didn't really know what you were up to.
I guess I have been kind of keeping to myself a little bit, but I thought I was been tweeting. I've been writing, whatever for myself. But I've been forwarding a lot of tweets. I did yesterday, and I tweeted some. I've been tweeting at least once a day.
Well, I know you forwarded some tweets from somebody called Panache.
Oh yeah, I like that guy. He's a friend of Oprah's. But yeah, I forward your tweets and everybody's tweets and like them and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I just, sort of wondering.
I'll be back on my usual place by tonight or tomorrow morning. I guess I've been taking a week of retreat. So there I have my aunt coming in a couple of weeks. I'm getting ready for that too.
And what do you mean by that? Getting ready for?
Well, I don't know. I have to sort of make a plan about what we're going to do with my apartment and all that. What I'm going to be doing next. Sort of painted myself into a corner about my living situation. I got rid of the condo and sort of thought I'd be moving on to something else, but now that's changing, so I'm going to be up at Nancy's studio for the summer, it looks like.
Well, I don't really know what else to say, other than
it'll be good.
Other than that. There are two things you can do for the Cure Drive. One is practice, and and your mode of. See, Anna, let's talk to Anna for a few minutes.
Okay.
Tell us more about you have been going out every day, pretty much, and handing out bumper stickers. Did you go out?
That's right.
Did you go out yesterday?
Yes.
Now tell us about it.
Well, I followed up with that gal I ran into the other day, and I went to where she works, and I left her a note on my card and asked her to contact me. And I said that I thought that she could be a good ally, and I'd really like to talk to her more about curing. And so I left my number, and then I went out and sort of in the parking lot area, and it was really hot. I didn't have too much success after that. I just asked different people, and they all said no.
What did you ask them?
I showed them the bumper sticker, and I didn't say I have a bumper sticker. I said, let's see, what did I say? I'm asking people to put this on their cars and or make a donation. This is about curing things. Would you like to do that? And everybody said no. It was a pretty hot day, and a lot of people were
I'll
just
tell you
not-
what. Okay, here's the thing. What I'm realizing, let's understand something about what we're learning. First of all, you're doing great, and you're supposed to be learning from this.
Yeah.
And so it's not about like how many bumper stickers you get out or how much money you take in. It's about what you learn, so that when you're talking to somebody who will make a difference, you will do and say the right thing. And as you can see from the role play with Ross about the cult, you got to be there. This outline is not a script. There is no script, right? You with me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you got to be present, okay? Now, have you ever walked down a median at a red light and just walked past cars till somebody till somebody was there with you?
I did one time. It wasn't a median, it was a one-way street.
So you're on a one-way street, cars stopped, and you walk down the cars, and one woman gave you some money.
Right.
And that's why, and everybody else said no or ignored you.
Right.
Right? And,
That's right.
and how many cars did you pass? You said it was about 1 in 8.
Right.
So now, if you extrapolate that, and you go to let's say you go to a parking lot, right?
Right.
And there's somebody over there, and you walk over to him, and he says no. And then you walk over, and somebody says no. And then you walk over to this other person, and he says no. And you go to some other person, and he says no. And now it's been about like 5 minutes, because, you know, they're spaced kind of far apart, and you have to walk really far to get to them and all. And
Right.
what's happening is the exact same thing that happens on the median is happening in the parking lot. It's just that it takes longer to walk over to the people.
Yes. Yeah, I can see that.
So
Take
there's
way more time.
so there's really no difference. So if you want to talk to people in parking lots, you better allow half an hour. If you want to spend 10 minutes, you better be somewhere where it's going to be a fast take, where a lot of people are going by you. So see, one thing you could do is you could walk into a busy store and ask the manager if you can stand by the exit door. Like, you ever see, do you have a Walmart near you?
Not near us, but we have Target and Kmart and all those.
Okay, well, I don't think those are as good, but Walmart's pretty good, you know. And like when I go to Walmart all the time, and like a lot of people do volunteer work by the exit door. And they get permission from the manager, and they stand in front of the exit, and when you come out, they're there, you know. And they have various, it's different things for different, like some of them are Christians, and they sell, like there's one Christian church that put out T-shirts, and this guy had this huge table full of T-shirts, you know, with all these different things about Jesus on it, you know. So that was kind of, and then, you know, the Salvation Army does it, and, you know, there were a few other ones, I can't remember which ones. But, you know, the medians are better, and like the kids, when they do their car washes, do they do car washes where you live?
Yeah, they do sometimes.
So they use the median. Like, the kids stand on the median, and they say car wash, and, you know, then they presumably tell you where to go to get the car wash, because it's not on the median. It's in one of the, you know, malls by the median. So that's how they do it, you know. But, you know, in front of a store is good, if you find the right store. And another thing, I want to tell you that Barb and I, oh, somebody's typing.
Sorry, that was me. I just had to type something in.
Yeah, just be on mute, you know, if you're going to type. When Barb and I were... see, I like this here. You wrote this 41 minutes ago telling Greg he inspired you. Anna, I'm talking to. Yeah, that was nice. We just have to keep talking to each other. It's so important. And when you go hand out bumper stickers, afterwards get on your smartphone and send 5 tweets about tell little stories about what happened. You know, just keep us appraised. Barb, do you read other people's tweets?
Yes.
Do you go to the A list and read them?
Doing it right now. Yeah.
Okay, that's really important, I think, for you to stay in touch with everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah, anyway, okay, so Barb and I went out, we made a movie, we filmed like 100 people. And the first place we went to was a gay resort. And we filmed people at the gay resort. We hung out at the gay resort, and we, you know, like we grabbed people away from the bar and people walking around and so on, and talked to people. And we took them over and sat them down on, you know, on chairs, and we filmed them. Barb went with her friends sometimes, and he filmed her talking to them, and or usually it was me filming Barb talking to them. And then we went to Ybor City, which is sort of like this sort of carnival in the evening, where there's a lot of people out looking to, you know, pick up other people, or there's a lot of restaurants there, they go eat and stuff, discos, and they go in the discos and so on. And we'd grab people in the street. It's sort of like a mall. So there's, you know, they close the street off so there's no traffic on the street on Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. You know, so we would walk up and down this thing, and we just film people in the street at night. It was nice. The light was okay. And then the other place we went was the Brandon Mall in front of the movies. And we got people who were in line for the movies, and we filmed them.
Mm-hmm.
And what we found was very interesting, because we found that the people that we filmed were not all as interesting as each other. The most interesting people that we found were the people in the gay resort. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, they were like off the charts.
Wow.
They were like really engaging.
Mm-hmm.
And they were brilliant at getting signals, and they cured the most amazing things. And I still forward those movies. Some of those people I made into individual movies, and there was one guy who cured his HIV on camera. It was unbelievable. Then the people in the street in Ybor City, they were cool. You know, they were pretty interesting. And, you know, they were on a scale of 1 to 10. They were an 8 or a 9. The people in the Brandon Mall, 4. Not that interesting. We had this friend of ours, Susie, who went out filming people. Most of the people she filmed were boring. They were so boring. So you want to go to the right place.
Right.
So that you're with interesting people.
Okay.
You want to find the right people. You want to find people who are up and happy. And, you know, I have to tell you a story. When I was out on the median, I discovered the best day to go was Friday. And, of course, there was one day when Greg went, that was a Monday, and it was the Monday before Valentine's Day. And Greg took in $304. 2.5 hours. People were out shopping. They were like in a mood to like give, you know, and be loving and be generous. It was like they were already celebrating Valentine's Day. So that was, you know, the best day. But Friday was always the best day, you know, just generally. So one Friday, I was out on the median, and there was this guy, and I could see the guy. He was a young guy. He was probably about 30, okay? And he had a truck, and I could see immediately he was a contractor. You know, there's a lot of contractors around here because, you know, this was a rural area, and they threw up about a bajillion housing developments in the last 10 years. So there's like tons of contractors. Also, people are always doing improvements on their houses. We just had a new roof put on ours. You know, like it's just like wall to wall, like people who do pressure washing and all this stuff. But I got it, you know. So I went over and I said, will you put this on your truck, you know, and so people, you know that they cure things. And he said, sure. And he took out $10 and handed it to me. And he had this really like righteous expression on his face, like he felt like he had money and he was a success and he was going to do a good thing. He was going to contribute to something that was worthwhile. And that's the kind of people, you know, maybe he can't tip this into global consciousness. He doesn't know Oprah. He can't call her and tell her to, to do something with it. But he had the spirit that we're looking for. I will never forget this guy. You know, because of that. And you know the woman that you told me this story about that woman who, you know, she said, you know, do you need a ride? What's going on? You know, can I help you in some way?
Mm-hmm.
And you're never going to forget her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's trying to find a place where there's more of those.
Okay.
Go to the neighborhood where they live or whatever, you know? Do you know that, like, Franny's brother-in-law had a ranch in Grass Valley? Did you know that?
That's what I heard.
Yeah. And, like, these, like, I mean, he was worth, like, $200 million. I mean, you know, there are people there that are, like, they're important, you know? I'm sorry that we didn't know, like, what to say to EZ when he was around, like, how to get him involved. Because, you know, EZ is dead. He's gone now, but he was a great person. He was a wonderful person, and he loved Franny. Everybody loves Franny, but, I mean, he loved Franny. He admired her. He respected her. You know, people just love Franny. So, anyway, what you're practicing is finding people. You're practicing finding them, sorting them. Part of that is finding the right neighborhood, finding the right spot in that neighborhood, finding an ally, you know, or, you know, somebody, like some guy in a store who says, listen, I'm going to tell everybody who comes into this store about this, you know, whatever. You know, it's like finding people. And, you know what you were saying about, this is about curing things? Like,
Right.
You're still talking about immunics. Like, stop it, you know? Like, okay, repeat after me.
Okay.
Please put this on your car.
Please put this on your car.
Okay. Will you put this on your car?
Will you put this on your car?
Which one is more powerful?
Please put this on your car.
Okay. So that because then people will know they cure things.
Can I ask a question?
Sure, Russ.
What if the person asks, okay, but what is it about?
Okay. Okay, let's play a role. All right? You're a driver in a car.
Me or Anna?
I'm going to do it with
Okay.
you. You're driving a car, but we're going to do it in English. But it happens in Italy, okay? You're
Okay.
driving a car, and I'm on the median by the red light, and I'm asking you to. So I say, okay, will you put this on your car to, you know, please put this on your car to so people know they can cure things?
Okay, but what exactly is it about?
We want people to know that they can cure things.
How?
Well, see, it says 87,000 cures.
Yes?
You go to this web college and watch the movie on that plays when you go. This is the web address. So will you put this on your car?
Yes, yes.
Cut.
Thank you.
See, that's all they need to know.
Okay, thank you very much.
What you're trying to do is get the person, I mean, it is self-evident, so all you're trying to do is just say what is self-evident. It's a website, you go there, you follow the directions.
Okay, good.
So Anna, you with me?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's the explanation. The bumper sticker explained it, then they asked for an explanation, then you explained it. What you told them what they saw on, tell them what they see on the bumper sticker. Anna,
Okay.
do you realize that they can't see the bumper sticker?
They can't see it?
Yeah, did you know that?
No. Why not?
Yeah, tell me, why can't they see it?
Because they don't understand it?
No. Understanding is an immune dysfunction which would not help them see it. Understanding does not help seeing. It is an immune dysfunction that people implement when they can't see.
Right.
Blind people understand things.
Okay.
People who see are visionaries, and they see them so they don't need to understand them. Do you understand this? How do you cure things? Do you understand it?
Perceptual, right?
Anna, do you understand how you cure things? Yes or no?
No, I don't know. I don't understand how.
No, me either.
Mm-hmm.
But you see that you do, right?
I do.
You have perceived yourself curing things, yes?
That's right.
Good. Okay, so the person can't see the bumper sticker. Why?
Because they can't perceive it.
Yeah, they're sick. They're blind. Who said that? Rumi said it, right?
Somebody.
Yeah. Rumi said it. Nasruddin said it. Meher Baba said it. Gurdjieff said it. Jesus said it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the funny thing about, Jesse is Jesus told him point blank and he didn't get it. He got told.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't get it. He couldn't hear it. We're looking for the people who can hear it. It's like, as you said, it's 1 out of 8, it's funny, isn't it? Like, there are some people who just go, okay, sure, like, oh, wow. Right?
That's true.
Isn't it fun? It's funny, isn't it?
Yeah.
There they are. And you would think, God, nobody, if you stopped at 7, you would say, gee, nobody gets it.
Right.
The thing that I've seen, especially in doing the bumper stickers, is if you see it and you say it, they start to see it. Not explain it, but they say, what is this all about? People cure things. Whatever the number is. 87,000 cures. We need more, or whatever, This is what the cure drive is. So here is the... So I see it, and they go, oh, that's what it is. Curing. It's curing. Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
One of the things that's really been helping me is I've been calling some of you during the week in the evenings when I'm having dinner. And I've played roles, like with Ron, I played roles with you, I played roles with Greg, Anna. I mean, it's Ross can't because she's asleep, and
Wake up.
Nell can't,
Oh, I'm sorry.
But who I can reach. I basically have Ron, Barb, Anna, and Greg, who I can reach in the evening and play roles with. I could also maybe get Franny on for some of them too. Franny, would you do that with us some nights?
Sure.
And because I've just found, like, I'm going forward at light speed, we have a lot to learn. It seems like look, if you've been in this meeting, you hear me asking the question and people don't know the answer or they're hesitating. You see where people are getting stuck. You see where we're getting unstuck, right? We get stuck, we get unstuck. Anna, right?
That's right.
Do you know more now than you did before the meeting started?
Yes, I do.
You think you'll retain it?
Some of it.
Ron,
Hopefully.
what about you? Do you know more now than you did before the meeting started?
Yeah, I agree about the retention part, but yes, I do.
Yeah, okay. Some of it, right? Well, the truth is for me too, some of it. So, I'm like everybody else. I don't think I retain everything. But I will tell you that after these meetings, there's a lot of things that fall into place for me. And I tweak things, I change things. Our web college is different. If you look at the homepage, I changed a bunch of things on the homepage last week. And it's because of these meetings, because of the talks I've had with you. So I'm hoping to reach you guys in the evening sometimes and, you know, do some more of this learning process with you. And also, you know, let's all hope that this turns into something substantial, and let our prayers, when we say our prayers, I'm attracting, you know, people who will tip this into global consciousness. Let's draw, let's magnetize people. Let's have them walk in. Let's just, you know, cause them to walk in.
I want to say something about talking to people out in public. People learn from you when they're in relationship with you. So it's not just, we don't talk about something, you're in relationship and you're give them something. So that can be confrontive. There's an energy there. So that's what you're doing with the bumper stickers. I'm asking you right away, you're putting yourself in relationship, I'm asking you to do this. No one wants to hear about anything. They go, oh, the ghost's dead. It's no relationship. And so, I mean, that's the thing to practice. Just be in relationship with the person. And
well, let me do this with Anna, because just to illustrate what Greg is talking about, we're drawing towards the conclusion of our meeting, by the way, just so you know. Anna, let's do this, okay? I'm you, you're somebody. This is about curing things, and I'd like you to, you know, get involved with it. Would you be willing to do that?
Well, what is it?
Cut. Okay, that's thing one. Okay. Now, thing two is please put this on your car so people know they cure things, that they can cure things.
Oh.
Okay. Cut. Now, would you, if you had to pick one and only one, which one would you say I was in relationship with you?
The second one.
Of course. Now, let's say, so I give you the bumper sticker, you give me $2. Now I say, here, you got something you need to cure, you have a friend who can fix things, call me.
Okay.
I'm a volunteer, I don't charge, I'm happy to hear from you, I care. I look you in the eye and I say, I care. Whether you cure things, whether this works for you. Now, would you say I'm in relationship with you?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I didn't ask you to call me, did I?
No, you just said.
I gave you. Look, you see what it says on the bottom about Jimmy Hoffa? At the bottom of this outline.
Outline, okay.
go to the outline. Here, where are we here?
Bottom of the 9th.
All right. I see a lecture by Barry Schwartz. Is that it? No. Oh yeah, I see it now.
Okay. You are not asking for something, you are granting something when you give someone your card. You are giving them something.
Right.
You are Jimmy Hoffa. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that Jimmy Hoffa picked me up hitchhiking?
Really?
Yep. And he was in a convertible, and I was, I used to stand by the light, and I'd get a ride pretty easily that way. So he pulls up and he says, "Come on, kid, get in, And he was exactly like you would expect him to be. I mean, he says, "I'm Jimmy Hoffa, and he was just like, he gave things to people. He didn't think about, like a lot of people would think, okay, I'm going as far as, they'd be like that. But he was like, come here, get in, He gave things, and instantly, his instant reflex was to give something. So when you understand that, you understand a lot.
Okay.
You know, that you're giving, when you say, please put this on your car, you're giving him something. You're doing him a favor. You got out there, you're here for him. You don't need anything from these people. You cured your herpes already. I've got what I need. I don't need anything. You with me?
Right. That's true.
Don't you feel like when I talk to you that I'm here for you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you feel like I'm asking, like I'm trying to get something from you?
No, not really, no.
The only people who I actually end up hanging out with are people who know that I'm giving them something. If people think I want something from them, they usually get away from me. They don't want to be around me, and that sorts them out so I don't have to put up with them. Because, you know, if I want something from people, usually they don't want to give it to me. You know, that's been my experience anyway. Are you understanding this, Anna? Are you with me?
Yeah, so, yeah, this is really good. Really good. It's just thinking of it that way, that I'm not asking them for anything, or would you please, or, you know, doing anything like that. I'm there to give this to them.
Yeah, you're doing them a favor.
To be a friend to them, to help them to
Absolutely.
heal.
That's absolutely right. So remember the girl you came back, you left your card and so on?
Right.
Well, see, the next time what you'll do is number one, you will never go back anywhere and leave your card for anybody or anything like that. You're not going to do that anymore. What you're going to do is just be around, and you're going to stumble across the right people. They will appear.
Okay.
You're going to sort people. And had she been better, she would have said, listen, can I get in touch with you? I want to, there's something about you. I want what you've got. She just wasn't good enough to do that, so let go of her. Get it? Now, maybe she'll call you, so then you'll say, oh, well, I got to respect that. She called me. You got to respect when people reach out to you. They know you've got something for them. You got to respect that. You with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're going to find the right people. You're going to sort out all the wrong ones, find the right ones, and somebody's going to come along and they're going to say, Anna, you and me, baby, we're going to tip this into global consciousness, and they will. You will find the person. You will sort out 500, 1,000, I don't know how many people. But if you sort out enough people, you will find the right one. And if there's 7 or 8 of us sorting people, obviously it's more likely we're going to sort that 1,000 people faster than if we only have me doing it. Look, let me put this another way. How do you find a needle in a haystack? Anna, come on, quick. How do you find a needle in a haystack? You know this, come on.
Well, you take out all the straws and you just start pushing it aside, and you look and you...
No. Okay, number one, you need a lot of FBI agents.
Yeah. You start with the...
Okay, so you need a whole team of FBI agents. Number two, burn the haystack. Then the FBI's agents sift through the, ashes, and they find the needle. You with me?
That's good.
Yeah. So, We're going to talk about vision, I think, next Friday. I really want to do that. I was going to do it today, but we needed to do this, and we're going to stay with this outline, which will probably change a little bit over the next week. It's really been wonderful to do this meeting with you. I'm really enjoying this, I have to say, you know.
Same here.
You're a great team, guys.
Ooh-wee, ooh-wee, baby.
Greg, you were wonderful today.
We rock.
We rock. Ross, you were always wonderful. And, you know, Ron, I have to say that you're a real presence. And Nell, thank you for being here. You are a real presence. We appreciate your support. You know.
I was impressed with you, Greg. Greg, you're a real actor. It's excellent. It was.
I love you, Nell. And Barb, always a pleasure to be with you. And Franny, thank you for holding the space.
Holding the space.
Oh, the pretty big space.
That's true. Oh, Bono. All right. Well, anybody want to say anything in part before we go to the 144th dimension?
Thank you to everyone, and thanks to Ron for the way you read the prayers. I really enjoy it. And I really enjoyed your blessing, you know, you remember? It was very nice.
It's a little bit of Italian.
Yeah. In Vatican.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to the 144th dimension right now.
We're going with you.
I'm on the 144th dimension.
Feels good.
Ooh, baby.
Here you see the home page of CureDrive.org, which is the Cure College on the web that we have put here for you to come learn how to cure medically incurable diseases. Now, at the top of the page, the home page, which you should be on right here, and I want to recommend, if you have not already, get to this page by opening a tab. Do not turn this movie off. Open a tab so that you can still hear me talking. And leave this tab open and then go to this website. Now the tally that you see, 132K, people ask, where does that come from? And if you notice, right above it, and this is, by the way, on every page in the web college, it says Report Cure. If I click on that, it goes to a page where there's a little form to fill out where you can report your cures. Now I will press the incredible back button and go back to the home page of CureDrive.org. And also, if you want to contact us, there's a little link here that says Contact. And you'll notice that we put our phone numbers in here. We feel more comfortable being called on the phone. So it's just easier to talk, and this is a very big subject, and we find that it saves us time and work if people call us. Now we document our cures. This movie that you're watching here is an example of that. This is a movie where people cure things on camera, and you watch them. You watch them curing things. For example, the woman here and at this point in the movie is curing a flu, and if you watch this movie you'll discover that she comes in with fully developed flu symptoms, including headache and God knows what else, and the symptoms disappear in around 20 minutes. That's how fast this is. Personally, I have not had a flu even try to come on since 1993. when I cured my herpes. My 20th anniversary, by the way, just passed. 20th anniversary of my herpes cure in April of 2013. Okay, if you look again above the Cure Drive, logo, I guess it is, and what you'll see is the Cure Show. There's a link to go to the Cure Show, and the Cure Shows are another way that we documented our cures. And for example, you'll find letters at the top of the Cure Show, and if you click the letter F, it takes you to fibromyalgia, where you see a lot of, or 2 people curing fibromyalgia actually. And underneath it, there are many, many shows on flu. We had a flu hotline. And what you'll find with this is that people with similar conditions get parallel results. Like these people who cured their flu, or I don't think we ever had a person come in to cure the flu that, you know, was just getting it. You know, they all had it for a couple of days. There they are. And they, you hear their flu cure during the call in around 20 minutes. So there are about 100 diseases represented on this page. Acid reflux, abuse. There are, you know, conditions can be considered diseases also. Oh, such as traumatic stress syndrome from 9/11, the, you know, World Trade Center attack. A woman actually cured her traumatic stress syndrome from that. So now if we're back on the home page again, and up here at the top it says Login Hub, and or sign up. If you don't have a password, you can sign up, or you can log in, and you come to the hub of the Cure College. This is the hub, not the home page. And new people who come here, many people just come in and get a password right away. They instantly get a password and come in, and they say, "What is this?" It's gigantic. Over here, this is the basic skill. Skill 1 is cure physical diseases. And it has 10 applications. Remove viruses, cure cancer, end trauma, recode your DNA. With certain diseases, you must recode your DNA to cure the disease. This may be true, for example, of viral-based diseases such as herpes simplex, Epstein-Barr, and so on. And each one has 2 links underneath it. Now if I click on where it says lessons under Recode Your DNA, and these are the lessons. There's a huge page of lessons on recoding DNA. And one of the lessons is remove adverse DNA mutations you catch from other people. Bet you didn't know you were doing that. But you do, and here's the lesson on that, and then you scroll down and there's all these questions. That's how the lessons work. You probably, if this is the first movie you've ever watched, you are probably not ready for a password right now. But you should probably know this is here at the same time, and some things about it. For example, here's an application of Skill 1, which is, what is Skill 1, do you recall? Cure physical diseases, right? And it's called the safety web. See it? Right here, the safety web. If I click on that, what I come to is a page of lessons about, and there's quite a few lessons on this page, about the safety web. Now basically, it's very simple. God isn't going to let you fail. You know, a woman asked me, I was telling her to remove all bacteria from her physical body. And she said, well, if I remove all bacteria from my physical body, what, will I remove my beneficial intestinal bacteria? And I said, no. You're not going to remove your beneficial intestinal bacteria. You're going to, God won't let you do that. You're safe. However, there's more to the safety web than that. So you'd want to know about the safety web. Also, there's an application called Knowingness is Power. Most people ignore it. The reason it's here is because knowingness is curative. A lot of times things that you cure happen just because you know something. Now, curing physical diseases is the lowest level of study in this web college. For example, here, which is in the mid-level, there's a skill called 3 spiritual diseases. Do you see it? That's only skill 9. There are 12 skills. So another one is about function. Reinstall your functions. Another one is about reclaiming your immune system so that you can be immune to these things and you won't have to cure cancer or herpes. You won't not get it. As I said before, have not had a flu in 20 years. I haven't had a flu even try to come on in the last 20 years. Okay. If you're not ready for a password yet, and by the way, when you're new, you're probably better off with one of these options. These are the best options for new people, which are next to the movie. And that's when you know you want to start and you're ready. You're ready. You've like learned it and you understand how to do it. What you probably want to start getting a signal first. And if you notice under this movie, you should start getting a signal when you watch during this movie, which is now 4.5 hours, and there's many illustrations of people getting signals. So hopefully you'll pick it up while you're doing that. But if not, there's an entire page of signals, including a movie that plays automatically at the top, which is a very good lesson with a lot of very serious people getting signals as the movie goes along, illustrating how they get signals. And then there are all these other movies about signals as you go down the page. This little tripod is wandering. I'm trying to hold this with my hand while I show this to you. So now, that's an example of some of the other things that are on here. This is our Twitter feed, this black thing, so that you can see what advanced people, because everybody who posts on this has been doing it for a while and, are curing things. A lot of these people have already cured their herpes or their other thing that they came to cure, their chronic fatigue syndrome and so on, and now they're, this is just some things I cooked. It's not about cooking, okay? But anyway, there's lots of people just talking about what they're the more advanced things that they're doing, and these are all people who've cured many things in the past, and probably never get the flu, as I don't. None of us ever get the flu anymore. We don't get sick in that way. That's pretty basic, not getting the flu. So if you're not ready for a password, the thing to do is just keep watching movies. And let me show you something about that. There are lots of movies to watch. Here's one that says I cured it in 10 minutes, and lots of people are interested in this. This is a popular movie. This woman is very experienced with this. She's been doing it about 15 years. And but see, if you go down on this movie to here where it says YouTube, and let's click on this. Let's go to the YouTube page, which is the same movie. See, you're on the same movie now. And right underneath it, there's something that says, let me just show this to you. Cure Drive is the account that the movie is in. And you see it says it has 352 videos. So the thing to do is to click on that and go in to the Cure Drive account with the 352 movies. And then, once you're there, subscribe to the account so that you can get back to it easily. And then there are other accounts too. This is not the only account. Some of them only have 25 movies. There's about 10 different accounts. But there's another one that has 250 something movies on it. This is deceptively simple and easy. As you watch these people in these movies, the cure is always instantaneous. And it gives the impression that it's over and you don't have to continue. You don't have to study. And then you get sick again because you didn't get deep enough and get everything. With that being said, I want to show you these women curing something instantly and leave you with the thought that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be. I think when you watch these women, that's what you see here, that it's probably not going to be what you expected it to be, but it does cure. It probably will if you hang in there and stick with it. You probably will cure the thing you came to cure. Say, can I go to the 144th dimension? See if you get a signal on that. Can I go to the 144th dimension?
Can I go to the 144th dimension? Yes? I guess I can.
Go ahead and do it.
Okay,
Okay.
both of you go to the 144th dimension.
I'm taking myself to the 144th dimension.
Me too.
No stopping for gas on the 8th dimension.
I feel clear.
Yeah, I feel less interested in anything below the 144th dimension.
Can we stay here all the time?
I know, exactly.